Financial transactions are usually executed via messages. Suppose you want to send money to another country, to Brazil or something. Your bank, the initiating bank, would create a message that we have to go to a platform before it gets to whoever you want to send it to. One standard that helps to ensure that interoperability among different financial institutions is in place is ISO 222. And one thing I would say is that because these messages can take different formats, it's important to have some checks in place that will ensure that the messages follow the right schema and appropriate business rules. So there are business rules also that should be followed. In this video, we are going to be having a live demo session on how we can pass through a particular category of this message. So ISO 222 have different category of messages: the packs, the CAMT, the PIN, the remt, and so on. And all of these have different subcategories among them. There are different business concepts that applies to them. For this video, I will be working on with only one category of message. However, in my subsequent videos, I'll be introducing us to different tools that can address diverse message types. So let me share my screen and let you know so that we can see the documentation of the tool that we are using. I didn't build the tool from the scratch, so I will be showing you the GitHub page of the person that built it. Yeah, so this is the GitHub page. You can download it. Just come over here, download zip, and you will have it. And all you have to do is to follow the documentation over here. So this particular tool help with REMT messages, that's remittance messages. So this is the category of message that this tool will help you with. This is not something that is so popular. I think from my own personal experience, I think pack 008 is the most popular type of message that I get to see around quite often. But this tool helps you with this. There are business cases that requires this also. So let's just go straight to it, how we can use it. We can see the release packages. I want to go straight to how to use. I'm not interested in installing. I just want to use the shell. Okay, Windows does. So this is what I want to do. So let me navigate. I will be opening command prompts. Let me see, sh. Let me use, should I use git bash or should I use command prompt? Let me use command prompt since I'm on Windows. Let me use command prompt. Okay, let me stop sharing and I would reshare my command prompt screen. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is to navigate to where I have that. And where is that? Yeah. So I'm navigating over here, change directory, and we have this. But I won't go because I need to change the drive first before I can do what I need to do. Okay, let me just confirm. Okay, dir. Okay, so let me clear CLS. Okay, so what I would do is, following that documentation, all I need to do is validate 222.bats. Validate 222.bats. Then I will now specify the XML file. So these messages, that's ISO 222 message, they are usually in XML format. I think I didn't mention that earlier. They're usually in XML format, and there are two major types of checks that is usually done. The first is the schema check. So this category of message has its schema definition that that needs to be that all the XML, all the instance of messages needs to follow. So there's schema check, schema validation that needs to be done. And there's also a business rule validation. So those are the two categories, two key validations that should be done to these messages. So what I want to look out for is, I have a sample XML document, which is really an instance of this remittance. So let me locate one that is not valid, so that we'll be able to um, do some, see the error messages from it. Yeah, so let's look at bad rule. So should I work with bad model? No, let me work with bad rule. Yeah, so this is all I need to do to run the check. So I'm clicking on enter now. We're going to see information about it. You can see it's validating, and you can see that no schema validation error. So it passed the schema validation test. However, the phase 2 was not executed because the XSLT was created from schematron. So I mean, that's a business rule that shouldn't have, that is not being met. So now let's use the one that the rule, the issue is from the model. This is also invalid, but the model is wrong. So you can see that for the schema validation, you can see that there was, so attempting well formed, but there was an error because the date time, the value is not valid. You can see the date time is the value is different from what it ought to be. Then we can also see another issue, the value of this date time of element credit time is also not valid. So the model, so the credit time, there are rules in place. When you have a credit time and you have a debit time, there are some agreement between both that would show that it is modeled correctly. Anyway, the whole point of this video is not to explain how these rules are created, but to acquaint you with the tools that can help you to do this. So if you find this video helpful, do well to leave a comment, share, like, and subscribe. In subsequent videos, I'll be showing us how we can validate, how we can pass through packs messages, pin messages, camped messages, and other popular message types when it comes to ISO 222. So the whole point of this is that you have your core banking application that should be able to generate these messages. So your core banking application, you can perform some kind of checks in front of you. You can use a middleware or something that will be able to um, um, ensure that these messages are following the right format, they are following the right modeling, they are following the right business rules, and they will be accepted by the payment body, maybe Swift or something. Yeah, so that is that for this video.